So, DOUCHEBAG. Douchebag.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
just in case you wanted to spell that out at some point.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Oh, what's up, guys?
Oh, hey!
Lumpy Ice Cream here.
With the Tim.
Where we got another edition of the podcast.
Yeah.
I think it's episode 7 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering episode 6 got taken down.
Yeah, that
But
sucks.
I've given
Made a
an
whole
edit-
video on that. But
all good.
it's
I
edited.
made-
The Tim edited it.
it because
Edited.
I'm the only one that can actually edit
Yeah.
out of the two of us.
I wasn't even going to attempt to try that shit.
Yeah.
So, we were going to try to do the
I had to download Movie Maker to do it.
Poor you.
So,
Poor you.
yeah.
So yeah, that will probably be up before or after this. I don't know. Whatever I'm in the fancy for, I guess.
Yeah. It'd be weird because we'll have episode 7 and then episode 6.
Yeah. But people will understand, hopefully. And maybe that episode might be a little bit more watchable because the length of it is now cut down
Yeah.
by about, 45 minutes or whatever?
Yeah.
However long the episode was.
Basically, it just goes from when you finally get it started to when I say, like, I was really hoping he would walk forward and say the Flash.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty
I
much
still don't know why it wasn't the full episode that got copyright claimed. The copyright claim only came in at halfway through the episode. That's
Huh.
what got tagged by them, and
Oh, well.
Oh
Well,
well.
in the edited version, there's only the theme music's in there, so it's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
Should be fine.
Hopefully, it should be fine.
If not, then fucking more
Fingers
editing.
crossed. So, we'll start this off by doing our fan correspondence segment.
Fan correspondence.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep.
I
just
forgot.
remembered.
I forgot we
He
were doing
forgot
that.
it.
Forgot we were doing that.
So we got one comment.
We got one comment on the before the
comment
flood
on the
reaction.
before the flood reaction
Let's check
video.
this out.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna read it.
Okay. It comes from.
Comes from Charming New Society. Hi, what's up?
What's up?
If you're watching this. Okay, so I loved it. The whole episode was a meta commentary on the show's sometimes convoluted time travel logic and how it doesn't always follow its own internal rules. A lot of episodes have been resolved by employing this particular paradox, but without ever acknowledging it is one. Very cheeky and very clever this was. It's Doctor Who, and it won't always make perfect sense, but sometimes you just have to go with it. That's the message. Given with a wink. Brilliant! Fun reaction, guys. Enjoyed rewatching with you.
Great. We could
Thank
be
you.
of service.
Thanks for the comment, Charming New Society. Hope to see you in more videos.
Yeah.
probably.
I believe they commented on the Magician's Apprentice one
Yep.
as well. So great. Great to see that you're enjoying the reactions and
Long-time follower.
in terms of our channel. Yeah.
In terms of our channel, yeah.
Then again, I'm pretty sure 2 weeks would be long-term viewer.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, I mean the episode was really good.
Yep.
Brief opinions, I guess we can give of it now.
Well, I as Charming New Society pointed out, I did like the whole meta thing of bootstrap paradox
Yeah,
at the
the
beginning.
bootstrap
like,
paradox.
Well, Doctor, who are you talking to there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
and I love the fact that the Doctor just said this didn't happen. By the way,
yeah.
just to clarify, it didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
But like
Just
that
saying.
does make you wonder: did it
Yeah.
happen?
Yeah. And
Is the Doctor really
That's-
Beethoven?
that's like the 4th episode, obviously. It's 2 seasons in a row where the Doctor's opened up speaking to the camera in a monologue fashion. Because Listen did the same thing.
I do like monologues,
Yeah.
so
I mean, that opening monologue is probably the best thing about Listen.
yeah.
If I can be honest, because that monologue was awesome. And this, it ends with the guitar, and then we get the guitar version of the theme.
Beautiful.
Yes.
I hope they keep that for the rest of the season.
Probably won't, but
But
yeah.
if they do, that'd be amazing.
Yep, and the one thing I didn't like, and I'm always going to dislike it now, is whenever the Doctor now says, I can't change time, yet he's saved Gallifrey, so it's lost all meaning when he says, I can't change time. And I'm like, you have literally done the one thing you couldn't do, and that's
Yeah.
save Gallifrey.
Yeah.
So now every time he says, I can't change time, it's like,
It's like, yeah, you can.
yeah, you can, you have, you shouldn't,
But,
but
you can.
literally did this one thing, so...
Every time he says that, it should be, I shouldn't change time.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I think he's saying. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
what it's
change
supposed
time.
to
Like,
be.
I've already done this, so I can't do anymore.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's pretty much just, I already saved Gallifrey, and yeah, that
Yeah.
can't fucking do
And-
anymore.
And the
If I do
voice...
any more, I could really fuck something up.
Yeah, the voice of the Fisher King actually isn't the guy who voiced House.
Oh, it isn't?
No. I was
No.
surprised, but equally surprised. Well, not really surprised, but it's the guy who voices Darth Maul in
Oh.
episode 1. I knew he was in the season, I just completely forgot that he was voicing the Fisher King.
It's kind of cool.
And then the scream that it lets out is done by the lead singer of Slipknot. And then there's a completely different guy in the suit, so it's like 3 people
3 different people for one
playing
character.
the same character. Kind of like Frieza in that K&K Productions thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, what else can we... which episode was better? First or second part?
I think the second part was better for like a first viewing thing,
Yeah.
but overall the first part was better.
Yeah.
The second part, I feel it's just one of those things where you can't watch again.
Yeah.
Like it's sort of a now you see me deal.
Yeah, well, you can watch it, but it just
You can
won't
watch
have
it. It
the
just
same
doesn't.
impact.
It just doesn't have the
Yeah.
same impact
I
because
actually
you
haven't.
know all the
I
twists
actually
and
haven't.
turns.
I haven't actually gone back and rewatched these 2 episodes. I've only watched them once.
Yep.
One time, and then that's it. Not that I don't want to go back. It's just, it's not, the urge isn't there.
Mm.
I don't even want to say that it had a lot of twists and turns, because a lot of the stuff that happened and was revealed in that second part,
No, it didn't
I
have a
already
lot of
kinda-
didn't have a lot of twists and turns.
yeah, no,
It's
I
just
kind
that-
of like knew the Doctor would be in the pod,
Yep.
and a lot of the other stuff that happened, but
Yeah, now
I
that you
don't
know,
mind.
now that you know those little twists, like it just doesn't have much of an impact anymore.
Yeah.
So,
So, overall, I give both of them an 8, and their scores
I-
separately are also an 8.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with them, but yeah, we'll
they're,
probably do
they're
this.
pretty. It's a pretty solid. They're pretty solid stories.
Yeah, I mean, claustrophobic horror. The fucking ghosts were terrifying.
They really were.
I like how
Especially
they
the whole black hole
yeah,
eye thing.
like
that was
they
like
took something like they could
Ugh.
have just had them be slightly transparent versions of themselves, but instead
yeah, but no,
did
they
the
had to
whole
just
eye
have
thing.
the freaking empty eyes.
That was like
It's like and at some points you're like, is that the fucking inside of someone's skull? Jesus Christ!
yeah.
It's terrifying. Okay.
Alrighty, so should we move on to our 2 topics, I guess?
2 topics. Yep. Okay.
Yep. Alright, so what we're going to be doing, as you'll probably see by the title, we've got 2
2 things.
tabs open.
Yep.
One of them is the IMDb top 250 movies.
Yep.
We're going to be going through that list, saying if we've seen the movie or not, and what
Going through the whole list.
Yeah, it's a quick list.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's 250 movies, but I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have seen most of them.
Okay.
So, yeah. And then we got the 10 mind-blowing Doctor Who theories.
On what culture?
On what culture.
Links to both of these down in the description.
Yep, we'll put those. You just gave me that idea. I probably wouldn't have done so otherwise. But, yeah, we'll do that. So, let's close that and go to the top 250. Could be a little bit of waiting because, internet slows down.
There we go.
Alright, so, number 1, The Shawshank Redemption. Have you seen it?
No.
Neither have I. Also, please don't attack us in the comments because we haven't seen these movies. I mean,
you can, but like it's
you can. I mean, it'll
Go-
make
go
for
ahead.
fun reading, but
yeah.
still. So yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
Number 2, The Godfather. Have you seen that?
Nope.
Nope, neither have I. And I presume you haven't seen Godfather Part 2.
Nope.
Neither have I. Number 4, The Dark Knight.
Good movie.
Brilliant movie. I rewatched this the other night,
Yep.
and it is just as good as I remember it.
Yeah.
It makes up for the 2 other disappointing installments in that franchise. I mean, to this day, I still have not been able to go back and rewatch Batman Begins.
I haven't even watched Batman Begins all the way through. I don't want to.
Yeah, no.
I don't have the motivation
It's
to.
pretty boring. I walked in on Joel watching it, and the part he was watching was the part I left. I'm like, I just exited the. Well, I didn't go to sleep
The other
cinema.
day, I couldn't get to sleep, so I just put on Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
And then rolled over and went to sleep.
Well, we're gonna have to watch it for our.
Yeah, we're going to
Batman
have
marathon.
to, but
Oh well.
to me, Dark Knight Rises isn't. I can still watch it.
Yeah.
Like
It's
isn't
just really shit.
I can still watch it. Same with Dark Knight. Like I can fall asleep to both movies.
Yeah.
But the only difference is I can actually sit and watch Dark Knight all the way through. I can't sit and watch Dark Knight Rises all the way through. I have to like pause it, get up, get something, and
Yeah.
I can't watch it in one sitting.
Yeah.
Because there's just so many glaring problems with it, and
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing what Ben Affleck does with Batman, though.
So far from what we've seen in the trailers, like looks awesome.
I hope that the movies, not necessarily Dawn of Justice, but the solo movies,
do something
give
new.
him a little bit more, because when you go back and look at all of the other Batman movies, Batman is never like the main component of any movie. Batman 89, sure, he's there a little bit, not so much Bruce Wayne, but then in Batman Returns, it's pretty much completely overshadowed, and you forget he's there entirely.
Yeah.
Batman Forever, I think, also puts him a little bit more in the spotlight than Batman and Robin. Is kind of like, you know, the two of them.
Batman
and it's
and
just
Robin is
like
Batman
everything
and Robin.
fades into just one massive cartoonish thing, and you just kind of like never really pay attention to that whole movie.
Putting it like I tried watching Batman and Robin and thinking of it. This is a cartoon. This is a cartoon. This is a cartoon. It was a little more bearable when I thought about it.
But from a child's mindset, yeah,
from a child's,
go like,
I can sit there and watch it.
Oh, I can watch it.
Yeah,
but
I can sit there and watch
myself.
and like there are a couple times where I just giggle and then scold at myself for doing that.
And then, like, you know, Batman Begins, I can't say.
It's like, no, you are an adult. This should not be funny to you.
Yeah. But, like, you know, like, in The Dark Knight, he's, like, not even, like, a major part of it.
Yeah.
For the most part, and the same for The Dark Knight
I wouldn't
Rises.
say he's not a major part.
Well, no, but, like, he just kind of, like, you know...
I would say that, like,
falls
The
back.
Dark Knight very much is, feels very much more like a movie about the city of Gotham.
Yeah.
So...
And also the Joker as well. But when you have the Joker, it's pretty much, you know, he's going to steal...
Oh, did you hear the news about the next... well, not really... I don't think the next, but one of the upcoming DC Animated Universe projects.
No. What is
They are going to be adapting The Killing Joke.
Oh, yes, I did hear about this.
They've been given the green light for an R rating.
Ooh, that's going to be good.
Yeah.
Because I just got done watching the latest episode of Gotham, and it was just mind-blowingly awesome. I'm not going to spoil anything that happens because, like, I mean, Gotham
I don't
is a
watch
show.
it yet, so
Yeah, you should though. Gotham is a show that, you know, it's come out around the time of Arrow and the Flash, and people have a pretty good idea of what a superhero TV show should be, and this kind of steps out of that. It's like nothing to do with Batman at all.
I've read a lot of stuff saying that Gotham just did not know what it was trying to be in the first season.
I see that. I mean, I think I think it knew what it wanted to be. It's just
Couldn't find its tone. I don't know.
What it was just not what people wanted. It's like it is a detective crime kind of show,
right?
And you've just got the characters of the Batman world. But then, I mean, in season 2, already it's only 3 episodes in, and it's so much better than the first.
Well, eventually I'm gonna go out and buy Gotham and the 3rd season of Arrow.
I mean, Jerome, which is supposedly the Joker of this series, is phenomenal in these first 3 episodes.
Okay.
And yeah, I can't say too much without getting into spoilers.
Now, really quick though,
Yeah.
do you think that at some point like Gotham will do like a jump forward or something.
Maybe.
Like
I mean,
maybe they might show flash forwards in kind of in the way that Arrow does its flashbacks.
yeah. Maybe, but then again, I won't be terribly upset if they never do that.
Yep.
Like, I think the cast is just so well rounded that to get a new cast in to play the future versions would just be like, eh.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of people say that Ben McKenzie as Gordon, he doesn't do a good job at all.
Mm.
But, I mean, when you've just come off from Gary Oldman...
Literally no one's going to compare.
Yeah.
No one.
Like, no one. And, I don't find him horrible at all.
Mm.
And, I mean, I think my favourite part of the show would either be Jerome or Sean Pertwee as Alfred, because he is just awesome. I just have to talk about one thing. He spends most of the third episode of the second season hitting on... I forget her name, but it's bloody Gordon's girlfriend, but he doesn't know it's
right.
Gordon's girlfriend. So he's doing all that, and then at the end of the episode, as they're walking away, he sees her kissing Commissioner Gordon, and his reaction is just like, "Oh, bugger!" And then it's like, "You knew, didn't you?" He's just awesome. I mean, I love Sean Pertwee.
Okay.
Anyway,
Back to the
which is
list.
12
we were on that.
Yeah, 12 Angry Men. Haven't seen it.
Nope. Schindler's List,
Schindler's
Pulp
List.
Fiction, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Haven't seen that yet.
You haven't?
I have all three movies, but I have not watched them yet.
Oh, okay. I can't see the appeal. Like, they're not movies I'd ever rewatch. I mean, I've watched them probably once or twice, and like, fine. They're just so bloody long.
Yeah.
And this is coming from someone who sat through The Dark Knight Rises 4 times.
And
All the way
now
through. 3
hates
of them in cinema. So...
You think that might contribute to the reason why you hate it so
No,
much?
because I watched it, and like, you know...
Yeah.
I could go back and I watched it and watched it and watched it.
Yeah.
And I didn't really hate it. It was until I started thinking about it. And then I'm like,
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
So yeah, Fight Club, Fellowship of the Ring, Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. I mean, not to spoil the I guess it will be our first ever video on the Babylon 5 channel.
Mm-hmm.
But this is very high up on my Star Wars movie list.
It's high up on mine as well. It's
Yeah.
not number 1, but it's high up.
There are a few people who say it is the weakest of the trilogy.
I would say that episode
original
5
trilogy.
is like
Anyway.
people always praise it for its tone and how
Yeah.
it doesn't leave
How it's
them
darker.
happy and
Yeah.
friggin' it leaves them on a very sad note at
Yeah,
the
it
end,
does.
which I do like.
Yeah. And
That's really cool, but just saying that it's the greatest because of that one bit, which
Yeah.
I've seen people do.
yeah.
Like there have been other people that have said it's the best of the friggin' series, like for a couple other reasons, but just when people rely solely on the fact that it's darker,
Yeah.
it just bugs me because dark things.
Yeah.
Dark things.
brooding.
You sound like you sound like an edgy 14-year-old.
Yeah, I bet that those people who say, this is the best Star Wars movie because it's dark and brooding, are the same people who complain about the same thing about Man of Steel.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, hypocritical much?
Just a little bit, yeah.
A little bit? Like, you know, that's not a broad generalization. I'm just saying that, yeah.
There are probably a lot of them.
So anyway, if we come across any other Star Wars movies on this list, we're going to briefly go over them.
Because
Soon we'll be doing our video on Babylon 5, discussing the Star Wars movies.
when we have the 5...
Hmm?
When we have the 5...
Yeah.
Gather the 5.
Well, remember, our last 2 members are going to be interchangeable each episode.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, we gotta get the other 2 for that video.
Yeah.
So. Gather the 5.
which we can just go to our numerous friends. Anyway, Forrest...
All 7 of them.
Yes. Forrest Gump. Have you seen that?
Oh, I haven't watched it in years.
I have never seen it.
Inception, never watched it.
Neither have I. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Nope. Two Towers, nope. Goodfellas, nope. The Matrix.
The Matrix. Have you seen The Matrix?
I have seen theories, that's it. I've seen theories, and I think I watched the first movie once.
It wasn't bad. I mean, I only watched it like in 20.
I have seen I think it was. Oh, geez, Axe Murderer.
Chainsaw.
Axe Murderer?
Axe Murderer.
Yes, axes make sound. But anyway, Matt Pat from Game Theory wants to, in his first Matrix video on the Film Theorist channel, described it as Western audience had never seen anything like this unless they were a fan of anime, had ever seen Tron.
Yeah.
And basically listed off all these things that influenced Matrix.
I mean,
so it was, but I do see.
It was a nice movie.
From what I've seen and what I remember, it is a very unique movie for its time. From what I've known, mainstream Western audiences hadn't seen something like this since Tron.
Yeah, I mean, I only watched it in 2013, but. It was a decent movie to watch, and the sequels, Yeah. But
if you ever have time, go to the Film Theorist channel and watch Matt Pat's Matrix theories, because they're great.
Plugging.
I love Matt Pat.
Alright, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. I mean, you can see it there. Those blue stars, those are from when I rated them.
Yep, I kind of put that together.
Yeah. I mean, I friggin' love this movie.
Yeah.
I love all of the original trilogy and one of the prequels, which we'll get to, so we're just going to skip over that. Seven Samurai.
Nope.
City of God. Seven! What's in the box? I haven't watched this movie yet. I've been meaning to.
You haven't watched it?
No.
Yet you make 7 jokes.
Yeah. Well, I know... It's one of those movies that I keep reading up about, and just I know everything that happens.
I watched it once.
Yeah, once.
And it's a fairly decent movie.
Yeah,
it's very dark.
Yeah,
and very twisted, and whoa, Jesus Christ! Sometimes while watching it, I was like, "This is an actual movie.
Yeah,
this is an actual thing that people put time into and money into. Someone financed this."
That's me every time I watch The Human Centipede. More so the
Someone
third one.
greenlit this!
Because the fucking third one. Anyone, look, if you want to laugh your fucking ass off, I highly fucking recommend Human Centipede Part 3. That thing is fucking hilarious.
Okay.
I mean, you want overacting? Just go to that thing and watch it.
Yeah, back to 7. Back to 7. It's a good movie. It's fairly it's a solid movie.
Solid. Okay.
I would definitely give it a 7.
Haha. Okay, Silence of the Lambs. Have you seen this?
No.
I have. It was really good. I mean, I still am in love with the Hannibal TV show. At least the first 2 seasons. I still have to watch the third. I mean, I watched the first episode. I'm like, I can't be fucked with this show anymore. But, I mean, this movie still is really good. So, watch it, people. I mean, I'm sure that's what they're screaming to us about most of these other movies.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Watch The Matrix. Watch Goodfellas. Watch One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Okay.
Gotta watch Forrest Gump.
24. The Usual Suspects. Have you seen
Never
this?
seen it.
No, neither have I. I know what happens in it and the twists.
It's
and
a
everything.
Wonderful Life. Never seen it.
Neither have
Life
I.
is Beautiful. Never seen it.
Leon.
Never seen it. Once Upon a Time in the West. Never seen it. Is that like the Western spin-off of Once Upon a Time?
Yeah. Interstellar.
Never seen it.
I
Didn't
don't
care
want to.
for it.
Saving Private Ryan. I've seen a bit of it.
My dad owns it on DVD. I know that. Oh, look, Spirit Away. And Ammonase.
Ammonase.
I'm still saying that, and I don't care. But anyway, I've never watched Spirit Away. I've heard a lot of stuff about it, and I intend to watch it eventually.
Okay. American History X. Never seen it.
Never. Casablanca. Never watched it ever. Psycho. Never watched it.
No.
City Lights. Never watched it.
No.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Never seen any
this,
Indiana Jones movies all the way
I've
through.
seen them when I was younger, but yeah, that's about it. Rear Window.
Untouchable.
Sounds dirty.
Modern Times. Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Oh!
I saw it when I was, like, young.
Hmm.
But yeah, I need to go back and
Terminator
watch
3
them.
was better.
Ooh, people are gonna, like, dislike this video.
No, hang on. Which one was Terminator 2?
Terminator 2, the only scene I could it's the one with the liquid metal thing. The
Terminator 3
T-1000.
also had a liquid metal.
Yeah, but
Terminator.
that was a chick.
Okay, but did Terminator 2 was Terminator 2 the one with young John Connor?
Yeah.
Oh right, never mind. Terminator 2 is better than 3.
Yeah. I think Terminator 3... Spoilers for the end. I think it ends in, like, the destruction
Yeah,
of
I
the
know.
world.
I know.
Yeah, that's
but,
that one.
Yeah, I like Terminator 3.
I, like, watched the end of that and I'm like, the fuck's going on here?
I like Terminator 3.
Anyway, The Green Mile... I think I saw it, like, once.
Never seen it. Whiplash, never seen it. I mean, I've seen Iron Man 2, but that's as close as you can get. The Planet, I've seen that. I see it every day.
Is that the planet or the planist? It's the planist.
It's the
planist.
it's the pianist.
Pianist, okay. We were both wrong.
We're both
the
wrong.
pianist,
How
okay.
did I misread that as the planet, honestly?
To be honest, I did it first too. But anyway.
This font is way too fucking small.
Memento.
Never seen it. The Departed, never seen it. Gladiator, haven't seen it in years. Back to the Future!
I haven't seen this in years.
Oh my god, I rewatched it like a month ago or so. I can't really remember how
About
long
a month ago.
but I still fucking love that movie and the whole freaking trilogy. It's literally one of the only trilogies that holds up with 3 fucking good movies. Yeah.
Alrighty then. So, Apocalypse Now.
Never
Haven't
seen
seen it. Doctor Strangelove.
Or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb.
Alrighty then.
Great.
Sunset Boulevard.
The Prestige, Alien.
Alien.
I've seen this in years.
Alien.
I think we brought this up a couple, like,
Probably.
yeah.
I remember talking
No,
about
we
it.
brought this up in episode 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we were in Return of the Jedi? No. Alright, so yeah. If you want us
If you want
talking
to hear
about
us talk about Alien, then like
Yeah.
go to that.
Go to
when
that.
It's up.
when it's up, thumbs up. Alright, so...
Probably in related videos.
Oh, The Lion King. I don't want to talk about it.
You mean Hamlet with lions?
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it. It's upsetting. Tune into Childhood Movies podcast when it's up. In a fucking year.
In like we'll be like in our 40s and I'll
Yeah.
have starred in like 3 indie movies by then.
Yeah. And then our children will have childhoods.
10 years? In 10 years, our children will have childhoods.
Yeah.
Okay.
What kind of logic are you doing? Wait, what?
I said 10 in 10 years.
You said 40.
40 years?
You said we'll be 40.
We'll be what?
Yeah, that's what you said.
I thought I said that.
No, you said,
No, okay, I
you
don't
said
know.
in our 40s.
I don't know. I'm completely unaware of what I'm saying.
Yeah. Sounds like this podcast.
Yep.
The Lives of Others. Haven't seen it. The Great Dictator. Haven't seen it.
Cinema Paradiso. Never seen it. The Shining.
The Shitting!
The Shining.
Have you seen this movie?
No.
Oh, it's
I don't
good.
watch friggin' Stephen King movies.
Some would debate it's not a Stephen King movie. Like, I love how, like, this is usually perceived as being one of the best Stephen King movies, yet it's the one he hates. He fucking hates this movie.
Is that why there's a TV series?
Yeah. God, I fell asleep watching that thing, like... It put me to sleep for like a solid 10 hours.
I feel like the series was made for the people who didn't like the movie.
Yeah, he's like, you know
So
what,
people
fuck
who
this
like the movie won't like the series.
Fuck this movie, I'm gonna go make my own thing. And it's just like... fuck that thing.
Did it work? Is it like Under the Dome where people didn't like, where the people who didn't like the Simpsons movie liked Under the Dome?
Fuck's sake.
I'm funny. No, I'm not.
Django Unchained.
Never seen it.
No, I've been meaning
want
to
to.
though. Paths of Glory. The Dark Knight Rises.
How
you
is
can
that
see
then?
there, I gave it a three stars.
And its overall rating is 8.4.
Yeah. Fuck this movie, firstly, and we'll discuss that more in our review of it.
Yep.
Which I don't know where I put it in the lineup. Oh well.
Okay. Wally!
I don't want to talk about
I think I watched... Oh, yeah. I watched it twice.
I watched it once.
Both times in high school. Like, watched it, like, that time in year 7 when I think we had a relief teacher or something.
Probably. Sounds like our school.
Yeah. Pretty much. Like, if just us going through year 7 was... Our class got fucked over so much, guys.
Yeah.
So fucking much.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
Anyway, that's all you need to know.
So, yeah, Wally's good movie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's probably one of my favourite animated movies.
It's not one of my favourites, like, but it's really freaking good.
I see it on a lot of lists, and I'm like, yeah, it was fine. I mean...
I love it. It's good.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
I only watched
seen
it
in
the one
years, but I
time
love
in
it.
cinema. That's, like, it.
I watched
one
it. I
time.
watched it in high school once, and then watched it in high school again.
Yeah.
Can't remember when.
Alright, so American Beauty, haven't seen it. Grave of the Fireflies. It's not coming back, guys! See? Firefly.
Oh, okay.
No. Bad Firefly joke. Oh god,
Oh my god, Inside Out was already there. Nice.
Okay, I haven't seen this.
I've never
I
seen
don't really
it. I'm
want to.
interested in seeing it.
Okay, Aliens. Yes, I approve. That's like my favorite Alien movie. Citizen Kane. Haven't seen it.
I've heard good things about it though.
Yeah. North by Northwest. Haven't seen it.
Old Boy. Never
Haven't
seen it. Princess Mononoke.
Haven't seen it.
Another anime movie that I have been meaning to watch.
There's a lot of them.
I think Princess Mononoke and Mononoke and Spirited Away are both Studio Ghibli. So
Okay.
Studio Ghibli's like Japanese Disney, man.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Alright, Vertigo. Haven't seen it. Dust Boot. Haven't seen it. Return of the Jedi. I don't know why I gave that 9 stars. That's a 10 for me.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I'm just going to say this. This was the first ever time I remember watching Star Wars. Like, this movie, I think, was my first one. Return of the Jedi. Love Return of the Jedi. Love me some...
I think sadly my first
Episode
Star Wars
6.
movie was Phantom Menace.
LOL. Anyway,
that's great.
M. I haven't seen it.
I wonder if it's rated M.
Probably.
That'd be funny.
Once Upon a Time in America. Nope.
Is that like the sequel to Once Upon a Time in the West?
Yeah. Amelia.
Amelie.
Anyway.
For anyone
The
whose name is
prosecution.
actually Amala. I'm sorry.
Okay, haven't seen that. Reservoir Dogs. Haven't seen it. Braveheart. Fuck's sake. Haven't seen
For
it.
freedom! Toy Story 3, no!
Oh.
Ah!
I wouldn't say this is the best Toy Story.
I would.
Toy Story 2, man. Toy Story 2.
Actually, yeah. Toy Story 2. Yeah. Toy Story 3 is a close second. Toy Story 1 is
Yeah.
kind of boring.
Toy Story 1's good. I mean,
good.
it's good. It's just, it is the weakest of the franchise,
It's
I
very
think.
weak.
Yeah. I mean, I remember the first time I watched this and, like, just smashed with the feels when they're talking about Bo Peep. I'm like, no!
The fuck happened to Bo Peep?
Yeah.
I remember
when they're just
watching
like-
it. I remember like watching it like a couple months after it came out,
Yeah.
and like
It took me a while.
because
to
I
watch
heard everyone had cried over it, and I was like, I'm not gonna fucking cry over it.
But you
Actually watched it, and it was like,
I mean, it was upsetting. It took
and
me
it was
a while to
it was
watch it,
it was
actually.
it was really even sadder for me because I was getting like, you know, we're getting to like we're getting into adulthood, same
Yeah.
as Andy
Yeah.
is in this movie, and like Whereas Andy lets go of his childhood, I'm just like, nah, fuck you, I'm keeping hold of it. I'm keeping hold of it for as long as I fucking can.
Maybe the fourth one is going to be like life. You grow up and then you kind of resent life a little. Maybe I'm going to resent that fucking movie. Because I don't care.
I don't know how the fuck they're going to pull it off, honestly.
No, this is what I'm going to say. I do not give a shit if it is the best Toy Story movie ever. Which it has to pass Toy Story 2.
Literally, it has
Let alone it has to pass Toy Story 3.
Yeah.
And the first one.
Yeah.
It could be the best.
It could
But
be
it
the
would
greatest.
I would fucking hate it.
Mm.
Just based off the fact that number 3 ended things perfectly.
Yeah.
That was the perfect ending to the franchise.
It's the exact same reason I dislike Last Christmas.
Mm. Yeah.
Because presents this perfect ending.
That's why Clara has to die.
She's gotta die!
She's got to die because she's walked away so many fucking times.
If anyone's watching this and they disagree with that, watch our videos on it.
Yeah.
Watch every video. Like,
Just
watch
basically
Series
any
7
video.
and Series 8.
Well, no, even if it's not a Doctor Who video.
Anything.
I'm sure I bring it up in every video.
This
I
fucker
fucking
brings
hate
up
Clara.
anything about Clara. I don't hate Clara, and I still think she needs to fucking die.
I hate her Series 8 character. Series 9, she's slightly getting better. I will say that. I'm just saying. At least they're trying to do something new. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's never been, like, a full-on adrenaline junkie companion before.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been excited to go traveling, but yeah.
Yay, traveling!
So,
Yay, traveling!
like, yeah, I mean, Toy Story 4, it can be as good as as the other films.
Yeah.
But
like,
it's gonna be
not,
a fail.
It's not gonna have a better theme than Toy Story 3's giving up, letting go of your childhood.
And I mean, like, fucking... I mean, I think it got delayed as well now. Like, I'm pretty sure this week they've said that it's delayed. Hopefully that means it's getting cancelled.
Delayed indefinitely, please.
Yeah, I mean...
And if you do make a fourth one, at least wait another decade or so.
Yeah. There's like
franchises. So then we can have a pretty much a carbon copy of Toy Story 3 with Bonnie.
Yeah. There's franchises that, you know, it feels right to keep continuing to make them, and that's like, yeah. But then there's like that one installment, and it's just like, yes, this feels right. This should be it. Case in point, Night at the Museum.
Mm.
The third part of that was just so perfect of an ending. And they better fucking not make another one. That includes fucking spin-offs, straight up sequels, fucking prequels. It's done.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're not the most popular of films anyway. It's not the most popular franchise. But I enjoyed them.
Yep.
Even the second one. But, I mean, the third one just... Have you seen that yet?
No, not yet.
Oh.
I need to.
Yes, you do. It is fantastic.
I'm just gonna go down to like a video rental store and just rent a bunch of movies out and just watch them over a weekend.
Yes. You should definitely do that.
But anyway, back to friggin' franchises that just needed to end and then didn't end.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember what I was gonna say.
Fair enough.
Yeah!
Back to the list?
Yeah.
Okay. Clockwork Orange.
Never seen
Haven't seen it. Taxi Driver. Haven't seen it.
I know a friend of mine was in a short film that was inspired by Clockwork Orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Fair enough. Requiem for a Dream. I've heard that's a depressing as fuck movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I must stay away from that one.
Double Indemnity.
Indemnity. Okay.
To Kill a Mockingbird. Did you hear they're bringing out a sequel to the book?
Really?
Yeah. There's a sequel coming out.
Okay.
Like, written by the original author.
Oh, okay.
After all these years, a sequel.
Well then.
I've never read or watched To Kill a Mockingbird, but I'm interested now because of the fact there's going to be a sequel. So, that's marketing for you.
Yeah. Lawrence of Arabia. Haven't seen it.
Heard good things,
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. That's a long title. Stay away from me.
Full Metal Jacket. I have seen the first, 15, 20 minutes of that, and oh my god.
Mm.
That's all I've seen, but oh my god.
Okay.
You can literally just watch the first 15, 20 minutes of that movie and then be done with it. because
enough.
like literally there's I don't think there's much to it other than that bit.
Alrighty then. Okay, Amadeus, haven't seen it. The Sting, haven't seen it.
Bicycle Thieves, never seen it.
Oh,
Singing in the Rain. Oh my god, Singing in the Rain. Singing in the Rain is a good movie. It's so old, and it's just one of those movies where musical numbers come out of nowhere.
okay.
It's like you know those movies like or anything basically where the characters are just sitting there and then all of a sudden, boom, song and dance number.
Yes.
And what's even funnier about Singing in the Rain is that pretty much every song in that movie feels like it's going to end it, but then it doesn't.
Oh my god.
And it just friggin' every song you're going, oh my god, is the next song going to top that last song? Is this next song going to top this last song? Is this going to be the last song in the movie? And you just never know.
Okay then. Alright.
But yeah, Singing in the Rain's a good movie.
Yeah. 2001 A Space Odyssey.
Never
Haven't
seen
it. Snatch.
Again, don't hate us.
Snatch.
Let's just skip the ones we haven't seen.
Yeah, okay.
Monty
Oh,
Python and the Holy Grail!
I fucking love this movie. Like,
I'm a little offended by this movie
Why?
because of the naming of that certain sorcerer,
Oh,
and the reason why they named him
I
that.
can't remember. What's the reason?
The reason they named him that was because it was the least threatening name they could think of.
To be fair.
I'm not the only Tim that was offended. Tim Brooke Taylor from The Goodies was also offended.
You know, you are just naming more reasons to back that up.
I am offended. Tim is a fucking terrifying name. It strikes fear into the hearts of anyone who's ever met me.
I literally cannot fucking think of a Tim that is threatening. I'm trying, and it's a struggle.
Shut up. You can be threatening if I want to.
Nope, I can't do it.
Well, if I ever get an actual, if I ever get to act out, if I ever get to act out an actually threatening role, ever, which no, everyone typecasts me as a funny guy, but whatever. If I ever get cast as someone threatening, then you will see that I can be threatening.
Psst, Doctor Who fan film. He's
Doctor
playing
Who.
the mystery villain.
Yeah. So you'll see me being threatening there.
Hopefully. If not, you're fired.
You were at the read through.
Yeah, was I?
Yeah.
Anyway, so yes.
Were
I
you?
fucking love this. It was my stunt double. I don't do read-throughs. Risk a paper cut.
Of course. But
yes.
we were reading it from the laptops.
Risk a paper cut.
Fucking hell.
Anyway.
Back.
So yes, I love Monty Python and the Holy
Monty
Grail.
Python and
It's
the
like
Holy
my
Grail.
favourite Monty Python movie.
I think Life of Brian is my favorite. But Holy Grail is fucking good.
Yes, The Knights Who Say Ni. I mean, they're just fantastic. No.
And as Apna Apna.
No,
That's fucking.
da-da.
That sounds like a great title.
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
What? Toy Story! Toy Story? That means Toy Story 2 is the lowest Toy Story on this list. It better be on this list. I swear to God, if Toy Story 2 is not on this list, I'm gonna cry. But
Toy
if it
Story
is,
2 gives us the greatest fucking piece of evidence for any theory ever.
any,
Any theory ever.
any.
I don't know if this, yeah, that's just me exaggerating, but it does, stuff Toy Story 2.
I love Toy Story 2. I
Looks
fucking love
off
that
into
movie.
the distance solemnly.
I love Toy Story 2. Anyway, but yeah, I'm kind of angry at this list a little bit.
Breeze blows
Anyway.
through the hair. Toy Story 2.
Indiana Jones. Batman Begins.
Metropolis?
Oh my god. I gave it a 1.
Is Metropolis the movie that's like a prequel to Superman without Superman?
Probably. No, that's Smallville.
Oh shit, never mind.
Oh, look, it's
Up.
Up.
I enjoy Up.
I don't think I've seen it now that I think about
I
it.
saw it ages ago. Don't remember much of it, but it was good.
Yeah.
Die Hard. My
Haven't seen
favorite
it.
Christmas movie.
For fuck's sake. Oh,
Nah,
The
it's
Martian?
The Martian's already there? Nice.
Apparently. Okay, that's weird.
Don't see that. Bridge on the River Kwai. I think I
Oh,
have
look.
that at home.
Mad Max.
Mad Max Fury Road. Can I just talk about Mad Max Fury Road for a
You
second?
can try.
Okay, Mad Max Fury Road is great.
Is that it?
That's it. It's just great, okay? It's fucking great.
Alrighty then.
It spent so long in production because they had so many scripts and it went through so many iterations. Did you hear? Okay, just before you can have your gushing about whatever just came up.
Yep.
Did you hear that there are two sequels to Fury Road in development?
Yes.
Because when they were writing Fury Road, it was developing so well that they were like, whoop! Oh, look! All of a sudden, look, there's two sequels right here. Hello.
It's
So
a
they
miracle of birth.
So, yeah, they wrote 3 movies while aiming to write only 1.
Isn't that how The Hobbit turned out?
Yeah!
I think they were either going for 1 movie or 2, and it's just like, well, shit, 3.
Oh, no, The Hobbit was split into 3 movies because they wanted money.
No, I'm pretty sure that... Oh, no, I'm actually almost certain that they only wanted 2 movies, but then...
But then they
did
realized
some
they could
shit.
make more money from
Yeah,
3.
probably. I think this
Well,
one
I'm
was
gonna put-
actually written as well.
I'm gonna put these 2 sequels back. Hang on, give me a sec. Can't remember where I found them.
Anyway,
Well, they're gonna go down here.
now
Save them for
we
later.
talk about a movie that I'm like, I don't want to watch this, but then after watching, I'm like, fuck yeah, Gran Torino. You
Yeah.
probably weren't here for that.
Now I
movie.
watched it.
Oh yeah. What, you didn't like it?
Didn't
I don't
care
know. I
for it.
love this movie.
It was
I just watched it.
okay.
I'm like, damn, Clint
It was-
Eastwood.
It was okay. It wasn't the best movie I'd ever
No,
seen.
I just love that movie. I need to watch V for Vendetta.
Hey, look, Hell's Moving Castle. Oh my god, V for Vendetta. Just okay, real quick. V for Vendetta is like somehow it's become an asshole classic.
Mm.
Yet it has so many friggin' things that are like anti-misogyny,
Mm.
anti-homophobia, what was it? I can't remember, but like a few people involved in it are queer,
Mm.
and like it's become like the straight cis man, friggin' straight cis dude bro classic fedora neckbeard classic for some reason. I don't know how, but whatever.
Yeah.
Friggin'
Well-
neckbeards.
Okay, How to Train Your Dragon.
Why did you give it a 1?
I don't really like this movie.
Why don't you like this movie?
I don't know. I mean, I watched it once. I'm like,
Why don't you
Okay.
like it?
I don't know. I just don't see much in it. I'm just like, okay.
Why don't you like it?
I don't know. I don't know why I bloody don't like it, okay?
God,
I still think it... I think it's a pretty much insult that The Incredibles hasn't been on this list yet.
very much. It actually is.
I mean,
I would put it above How to Train Your Dragon.
The Incredibles is one of my favourite animated movies. Probably just behind Toy Story 2 and 3, if I can be honest.
Yep.
And then it's probably Finding Nemo after that. I love me some Finding Nemo.
Yep.
Anyway...
Gone with the Wind! That was on TV once, and I watched it and was like, what's happening? What's happening? Why is this so long? I'm so confused. I'm out.
Alrighty then. Seems legit.
I couldn't sit through it.
Oh, speaking of which,
Finding
Finding Nemo
Nemo!
at 162.
I'd still put that above, like, Wall-E and How to Train Your Dragon. Because, I mean, this
Oh,
movie's
look,
just...
The Sixth Sense. One of those
M. Night Shyamalan.
One of those only movies that friggin' everyone knows the plot twist to.
Yeah.
And if you don't, good job, actually.
Hey!
Good fucking job.
The Thing!
The Thing.
Fucking should have been higher!
I don't know why they gave Ben Grimm a solo movie.
Oh,
but
fuck
whatever.
off. Why not?
Kill Bill Volume 1.
They gave Reed Richards his own.
The Life of Brian.
Life of Brian.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Oh my god. They made like a staged version of it, which is just like a bunch of people sitting in a row. Stop moving while I'm talking.
Ah.
God damn.
I'm saving time.
But anyway, there's a version of Life of Brian which is a bunch of singers standing in a line with scripts in front of them and stuff, and they're
Okay.
just reading it out and singing songs. And at one point, it has a quote-unquote sex scene where Brian and the... What's her name? I can't remember her name. I can't remember anyone aside from Brian. So, yeah, Brian and the girl that he does it with in the movie, they're doing all these, like, operatic sounds, and then at the end they're both really tired, and then he just turns to her and says, well, enough opera, let's have sex. It was funny.
Oh my god.
It's a great movie
I bet.
and a great
Why did I say I
fucking
bet? I've fucking
performance.
seen it. Why did I say I bet?
Great movie,
Anyway.
great performance. It's awesome.
Okay, so where were we at? Alright.
12 Years a Slave. That's a good
Go
movie.
ahead. Yep.
Stop moving when I'm talking, okay? Bro,
I'm moving
Jesus
down
Christ.
to there.
Okay, good. Well, 12 Years a Slave is a really good movie. Like, you know how with a lot of movies about, like, slavery and stuff, there's
Yeah.
always that thing at the end where it's like, haha, it's okay because white people came to the rescue and saved everyone.
Yeah.
There's none of that in this movie. The only white character who is remotely good is Benedict Cumberbatch's character.
Mm.
Like, every other white character is an asshole. And
Sounds like life.
I love that movie because of that. Like, that's one of the reasons I love this movie. There's a lot of other reasons I love this movie, but that's one of them. Because there's no bone that it throws to white people. It's like, there you go, you're the savior. It's just, yeah, it's great.
Okay.
If you haven't watched 12 Years a Slave yet, please go and watch it. It's really freaking good. But anyway, Princess Bride!
I remember when I watched this for the first time in grade 8 when the teacher was showing
I
it.
fucking love Princess Bride.
It's great. I remember when the teacher, because we watched it over like a few lessons.
Yeah.
We broke it up. And I remember for like so long, the teacher was all like, okay, so just a fair warning before we start this movie. At some point there is a sex scene. We're like, typical grade 8
Typical
reaction.
grade
It's
8
like,
reaction. It's like,
oh,
oh, fucking sex scene.
yeah, give it up, yeah. And then I remember when the sex scene hits, all of the kids are just like,
Everyone just looked at the screen like this.
it's like they had been told their pet died, and it's like,
Everyone was so disappointed that it wasn't a proper sex scene.
Yeah. it was
Quote
so
unquote
funny.
proper sex scene.
And I'm just sitting there like,
But
it's a
yeah,
movie.
in general, talking about the movie, I remember when they said that they were putting this movie on, and it had a really cheesy name, and I heard the title and it was like, oh god, this is going to be a cheesy romance fairy tale movie, isn't it? It's going to be awful. I'm not going to enjoy it. And then in the movie, like as the grandfather's about to read the book called
Yeah.
The Princess Bride to the kid's like, oh, this is a kissing book, isn't it? And it's like, that's the exact reaction
Yeah.
you have. And then, like, as the story progresses and stuff, the kid's actually getting into it, and so are you.
Yeah.
It's like, this kid is me! It's like, oh my god! But, yeah.
Yeah.
This movie's fucking great.
It is.
It's just
It's
a classic.
beautiful.
If you haven't seen Princess Bride, go fucking watch it now!
Watch it now.
It's so good!
Okay. $1 Million Baby, I don't want to talk about it. That movie was upsetting on so many levels.
I think we watched it in high school.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
In one
I didn't
class.
watch it all the way through. I think I was gone for one episode.
Probably.
Episode?
lesson.
Yeah. They're called episodes now.
Sin City!
Haven't seen it yet. I plan to, obviously.
It is fucking brilliant. I mean, I love that its whole visual style is just amazing.
Yeah.
The Wizard of Oz!
I remember at one
Do
point
you?
I had a web series planned based
Oh,
on the Wizard of Oz. It was basically just a modernized college AU thing where Dorothy was from the US and stuff,
Mhm.
and she'd come down to Australia, Oz, for college, and the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, and the Lion were her housemates.
Okay.
And it was an
Would
interesting.
the lion have been a cowardly jock?
No, the lion was a trans man.
Okay.
Yeah, like it had some real friggin' qualities to it. There was some nice representation up in there.
This guy, he always plans shit.
Good shit. I never actually ended up writing more than 5 episodes.
Oh, okay.
But who knows? It might come out of production purgatory at some point. I don't know.
At some point he does.
Jurassic Park! I only watched the 3 Jurassic Park movies because Jurassic World was coming out and I planned to see it.
I've only seen the first one a very long time ago. I'm just like,
I love it. It's like it's one of those movies where it's more oriented on like escaping and stuff.
yeah.
It's like it's sort of like the claustrophobic sort of thing. There's a lot of claustrophobic raptor scenes and stuff. Like there's a scene in the kitchen with the kids, and like you know that the kids aren't gonna die because they're kids and stuff. But there's still that tension because the raptors, they're smart, and then all of a sudden in Jurassic Park 3 they're fucking way smart, and it's like, Jesus Christ, you're smarter than the first one. What happened?
Yeah. I mean, I think people always get so, like, angry when, like, a kid dies in a movie or something like
Yeah, I
that.
know.
But, you know, it's just fiction.
I just need like a movie where a kid's in danger and you're like, oh no, the kid's not gonna die, it's a kid. And then the kid dies.
Yeah.
I need a kid to die.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound awful, but I need a movie kid to die.
I mean, I don't think it's awful at all, because, you know,
yeah.
a kid dying in a movie, it's
A
like,
kid dying in a movie would be something to make audiences go, whoa!
Yeah. I mean, there's been a few instances.
Yeah, a few
in some
instances.
movies that's like...
And stuff. But
Anyway.
whatever.
I still need to see Donnie Darko.
Kid's gotta die.
I really want to watch them. Everyone keeps saying to me, watch Donnie Darko. Avengers 206.
I love how it says,
Right now.
how it's labeled Avengers Assemble there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, I think this is, apart from the Dark Knight trilogy, this is the only other superhero movie on this list so far.
Mm.
So that's kind of interesting. I wouldn't necessarily agree with... I mean, the Dark Knight,
Give it about
probably.
5 years, and then the whole list will be filled with superhero movies.
Yeah, probably. I mean, the Dark Knight, I agree with.
I mean, at that point, superhero movies will be dead. But whatever.
Probably not. We'll see.
I give superhero movies another 10 years.
Really? I mean...
It's probably being really generous, but...
Maybe. I mean, maybe the whole thing is gonna pick up steam and...
I
people
feel
will
like
start-
after Phase 3 ends for the MCU, I feel like that's when it's going to start declining because people are going to go, oh,
Maybe.
Marvel's doesn't have massive plans anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you know, they're
We'll
pushing
still-
out their hard-hitting
Yeah.
heroes.
We'll
the top-
still probably have, like,
billion.
Marvel Netflix movie.
I reckon
Netflix
that's
series coming
why
out.
they're so desperate to get the X-Men rights back.
Yeah.
Because
Because, oh shit, we can't do
But
anything else after Phase
I'm
3.
glad, because they'll just cross over the X-Men with the Avengers anyway, and I don't want that at all. Because, you know, it wouldn't fit really with the narrative of anything.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it would, but you'd have essentially 2 teams, and no one would get any time to do anything.
Mm.
I mean, you had that problem as it is, pretty much, in Avengers and Age of Ultron. But Age of Ultron has a lot more problems going for it than just...
Screen time to its characters.
Yeah.
Terminator. Cannot remember shit all about that. Oh, fucking Jaws, man.
Have you seen the trailer for Jaws 19?
No.
Oh my god. Okay, we're watching it
We're
now.
not watching it now.
We're
What
not
if we
watching
get-
it now?
No.
We're not watching it now, but
Yeah.
okay, whatever.
We gotta rush. There's a lot
Oh,
of
but it's a
there's
good,
a lot of shit.
it's a good fucking thing.
We'll watch it later.
After this, then.
Monsters Inc.
Yay!
Monsters Inc. I forgot all about Monsters Inc. when ranking. Okay. Oh shit. I'd put Monsters Inc. above Finding Nemo.
Oh shit!
I remember seeing this in the cinema and crying.
I
At
never
the
saw
end,
it at the
I'm like-
cinema. There's a lot of movies I didn't see in the cinema and
I
just
saw
watched like
everything in
a
the fucking
year or
cinema.
so after.
I saw so much shit in the cinema.
Mm.
Like I can't remember what my first movie was. That's how often I would go to the cinema.
My first movie was the Pokemon movie, and I had to be taken out because I was crying because Mewtwo was hurting people, and Pokemon couldn't hurt people at that point. Like, in my mind, it was physically impossible for a Pokemon to hurt a human, and then in the movie, Mewtwo was like, psychic telekinesis speech, and throws
That's
Ash,
how
and
it
it's like,
sounded.
Ash is being hurt, this is not okay, I'm out! But I was a baby, so I was a baby or a toddler, so it more came out as, I believe, blah, 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 blah.
That's how it still comes out.
Yeah. That's how my thoughts on movies come out now.
Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I don't.
Part
really-
two!
Part 2. Yeah. I don't really like this movie. I'm just saying. It
it's-
fucks over my favorite character.
It's good, but
I'm
like, it's not the best of the
it's
franchise.
like, oh, Lupin. Oh, like I knew Lupin died and everything, but it's just like he's dead.
I'm very
That's what I hated.
I'm so fucking disappointed that they didn't do anything with Teddy Lupin.
Yeah.
Like, there was no mention of him.
Yeah, and like, I just got so upset that they killed off all these characters off screen.
Yeah.
They didn't even get to do anything. They didn't get like a.
It's like
boom,
they
this is
had
it.
they
It's
had
like
about
they're dead.
five minutes of screen time for a few of them, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're dead at the end, and it's like, oh, okay.
I'd
First time
probably-
viewers didn't fucking establish a connection with these characters.
Yeah, no. I'm trying to think. Okay, Order of the Phoenix is my least favorite of the lot. I mean, this has elements I like.
I think Half-Blood Prince and Goblet of Fire are my two favorites.
Yes, I agree with that one. Chamber of Secrets was kind of boring for me.
I wouldn't actually put Order of the Phoenix at the bottom. Like, Order of the Phoenix is a nice change of pace, in my opinion.
I think
Like,
it was
it's
just
not.
kind of boring.
It's not boom, boom,
Yeah, no.
boom, boom. It's just really slow,
It
and
kinda-
it just lets itself.
I mean, Joel and I were watching all of the movies. We were like,
Yeah.
watching them all. We got to Order of the Phoenix, said, fuck this, we're going to bed, and it killed the entire marathon.
After watching like the other first four movies, I can understand that.
No, we didn't watch them in succession.
Oh, really?
We watched them over like a few nights.
Oh.
We got to the fifth one and we're like, fuck this, turned it off and went to bed and stopped the marathon there.
Right.
It like killed it. And
But yeah,
I'm pretty sure everyone after Goblet of Fire I saw at the cinema. From Goblet of Fire onwards. And this was just like, what the fuck is this?
I was going to see part 2 at the cinema, but then I couldn't because I had something on, and there was a bunch of people that I knew that were going to the fucking cinema to see it, and we were all gonna see it together. And then it was like, no, I couldn't go because I was doing something.
Weren't you grounded?
What?
I think you were grounded.
Was I grounded?
Yes, I remember because you did something. I don't know. And I remember I called you up and you were like, I can't go, I'm grounded. And I just like laughed my ass off or something about
I
it.
can't remember.
I'm not sure if that was with part 2 or another.
Might have been
I
with another
distinctly
movie.
remember it was Harry Potter.
Yeah, might have been. It might
remember
have been
that
part
much.
1 or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
But
Oh,
yeah,
well.
anyway.
But yeah, I just don't like part 2 because of what it did to all those characters.
Yeah.
And it's like, I could probably watch that and name so much shit they did not need.
It's understandable because of the book being like the book doing stuff.
And even the fact that those scenes weren't even filmed disappoints me. Like, if they were filmed and left in as, like, deleted scenes or something,
Yeah.
I'd be fine. But the fact that...
I got annoyed because of that deleted scene where friggin' Tonks runs up to Lupin and Lupin's like, oh, what about Teddy? And she's like, he'll be fine. And it's like, oh, Oh, so there was a deleted scene that mentioned Teddy Lupin. Oh, okay. Why the fuck wasn't that in?
Yeah. Okay.
Where the fuck's Teddy Lupin, man?
Yeah. Hey!
Guardians of the Galaxy!
Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, upon thinking about it, I reckon this is one of my favorite MCU movies.
It's definitely one of my favorites.
Probably my favorite. Because
Yeah.
after the seventh time watching Avengers, it's just kind of like,
I think
yeah,
I think
Guardians
one
is
of
better.
the big reasons Guardians of the Galaxy is like
Actually.
right up there for me is because of the fact that like no one was really expecting anything from it. It was just, you know, whatever.
yeah,
The Guardians of the Galaxy, fuck are they?
Yeah.
I don't fucking care.
and it's only
And then that first trailer dropped and everyone was
Yeah.
like, BOOM!
boom. When
This my shit!
when I watched Avengers, the most recent time, the time I got kind of sick of it, I think that was probably the first time I had watched Avengers
Mhm.
after seeing Guardians.
Huh.
So that's kind of interesting, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, now that I think about it, I loved Guardians probably a little bit more than Avengers. But Avengers has a better villain.
Yeah.
Because
Well, Loki will always be the best
Yeah.
MCU villain.
Yeah.
Even
'Cause-
even better than Thanos, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, if Thanos' role is increased in Phase 3, then yay,
Hopefully.
let Thanos be the better villain. But at this point, Loki's the better villain, and that saddens me to say.
Yeah.
Because I'm not the biggest fan of Loki.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh god, Pirates of the Caribbean. Curse of the Black Pearl. It's a decent movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're fun. Wouldn't necessarily... I mean, I'm gonna go see the new one
I
when
definitely
it comes
don't
out.
take the Pirates of the Caribbean movies or stuff to be taken seriously.
Yeah, no,
Like,
obviously
ever.
not. Beauty and the Beast. I don't want to talk about it.
Nope.
That movie, man. Plus, it's been a while since I've seen it, so...
Yeah.
And is there gonna be anything else? Is it? No. Okay.
What the fuck?
What?
Is that like... Le samurai! Le samurai! It sounds like if samurai were from France.
Yeah.
Oh, le samurai! Oh,
Okay.
oh, I
Hang on a
shall
minute,
slice
and-
you up
alright.
with my baguette!
Well, let's just, like, off the top of our heads, think of, like, one of the best movies of all time that wasn't on that list.
Oh, best movie of all time that wasn't on that list.
Just for the sake of it, let's exclude superhero movies.
Oh, okay.
But then again, I think they
Damn,
pretty
I
much
was
hit it.
just about to say the Power Rangers movie.
I mean, if I was to say a superhero movie, I'd definitely put Watchmen on that list, because
Oh,
I
yeah.
love Watchmen. But, ooh,
Aside from that one awkward sex scene.
yeah.
I always bring that up every time someone
the-
brings up Watchmen. It's just like, that one awkward sex scene. Anyway.
Gonna bring up my favorite movie of all time, The Iron Giant. That should have been on the list. Fucking love that movie.
Okay, off the top of my head,
Mm-hmm.
non-superhero movie.
Mm-hmm.
Atlantis.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Disney one.
The Disney one.
That's a really fucking good movie,
Alright.
and it's underrated as fuck.
Alright, so let's
Let's
jump
look down
in
these
to these-
mind-blowing Doctor Who series, eh?
Okay.
Okay, blah, 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 blah. Number 10 is The Weeping Angels are in fact Time Lords. I am a big supporter of this
Yeah.
theory.
So am I.
Like, it makes so much sense.
actually does.
I don't even care if it's not the intention.
Yeah, no.
Like, there's so much evidence to point to this. Okay, let's just read through this.
It gets copyrighted from whatculture.com.
Okay. Perhaps something that a lot of viewers have missed. The Weeping Angels are referenced in The End of Time when Rassilon declares that 2 Time Lords will stand as monument to their shame like the Weeping Angels of old. One of them, the mysterious lady speculated to be the Doctor's mother, covers her eyes with her hands like an angel, perhaps in shame, or perhaps in fear of not being able to watch the lovely David Tennant regenerate. But does the connection go deeper than that? She does have a habit of disappearing when you're not looking, after all. We know that the Weeping Angels are as old as the universe itself, or very nearly, and in that very nearly period, did they evolve from Time Lords? Did they live off time energy? After all, and no one knows their home planet. Blah, blah, blah. I don't fucking care about that bit.
Yeah,
So, yeah. So the Weeping Angels being Time Lords.
I believe this.
What's your personal thoughts on it?
I believe this. I think it should actually be done in the show because the Weeping Angels are getting a bit old and they need something new to just
if they did tie the Weeping Angels into like surviving Time Lords from like stranded at the beginning of time or whatever,
also,
and like they have to find a way to survive, and then their bodies just evolve and stuff into the Weeping Angels that we know today.
I forget what magazine did it.
Mm-hmm.
But they did, like, when they were talking about the new series, it's like the Doctor faces all kinds of new villains, new villains along with some old faces. And in that old faces category was the Weeping Angels. Despite the fact they haven't been announced for the season. I think the Cybermen were there as well, and all of that. So, I mean, take it with a grain of salt, whether or not you think that, but it wouldn't surprise me. What else?
I definitely do support this theory.
Yeah, also, I'm just going to say, it's not speculation that that's the Doctor's mother, it is actually the intention.
Right.
The only reason it's not straight out mentioned is because RTD wanted to leave it open, so if someone didn't want it to be the Doctor's mother, they could just picture whoever the hell it would be. But it is actually supposed to be the Doctor's mother.
Nice.
Just saying. And another thing is the Weeping Angels were regenerating in Time of Angels.
Yeah.
So
that could be a thing. Maybe the Doctor but one thing that we need to like I don't know, think about or whatever is, does the Doctor know this? Does the Doctor know that the Weeping Angels are in fact Time Lords that have evolved past?
I'd like to think no one knows it. Like, maybe the higher up Time Lords, like Rassilon, and maybe some members of the High Council.
I think that they would be keeping it secret just to avoid like an uproar among Gallifrey's people and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think the Doctor knows.
No.
Like
I'd like to think
if it is canon and he does find out at some point, then I hope he has a really extreme reaction to it.
Like, I mean, the problem with fan theories is when they're or if they ever are incorporated into the show, it will feel kind of odd. Like, it'd just be like, ooh.
But if it does get incorporated into the show, I really want to see the Doctor have an extreme reaction to it.
Exactly. I mean,
whether it be, fuck, my people have been alive this whole fucking time, but they're not Time Lords anymore, or, oh my fucking god, if I keep going, I could turn into one of these things.
Maybe because, I mean, they feast off radiation and time energy.
Yeah.
So maybe it could be a cause of, I don't know, some sort of exposure to time energy, like a lot of it.
Yeah.
Or just radiation or something.
If you're exposed to energy from the very beginning of time.
Yeah.
Like, my thinking is that Weeping Angels are like Time Lords that were friggin' subjected to the radiation at the beginning of time.
I wouldn't say it's an evolution thing because, I mean, the Doctor is, 2,000 years old. Some say even older.
Evolution, I don't think evolution can occur that real quick.
Well, no, but, some say he's even older than what he says.
Yeah.
But that's just a whole big thing with the
I would say that, if anything, that the Weeping Angels would be Time Lords that have been subjected to the radiation from the beginning of time for upon millions and millions of years.
Yes.
And that's what's caused the deterioration, transformation, evolution, whatever you want to call it, into Weeping Angels.
Alrighty.
So anyway, let's move on to the next one. Ooh, number 9. The Doctor's daughter is the same Jenny married to Madame Vastra.
Can I just say, this is really weird if so, because the 11th Doctor kissed Jenny.
And got a sonic erection.
Sonic erection.
Yeah.
I mean...
Okay.
Yeah.
Ever since Jenny, the Doctor's daughter, well, Peter Davison's daughter and David Tennant's wife, survived that bullet wound, fans have wondered whether she'd return in a spin-off or as a new companion, perhaps even Clara. That would have been cool. After all, it was Moffat... No, that wouldn't have been cool. Never mind.
Exactly.
After all, it was Moffat that wanted her to survive. Fucking Moffat. But what if she regenerated into Jenny, Vastra's wife? Both Jennies are trained in combat, hungry for adventure, and, well, called Jenny. Is that a coincidence? There's a lot about her regeneration that made sense, and she's not a true Time Lord, so would the Doctor be able to sense another one of his kind? Also, it would explain why Jenny was so disgusted at the Doctor kissing her in Crimson Horror, besides the fact she's a married lesbian, of course. According to Moffat, it really is just a coincidence. He claims he'd forgotten about poor Jenny, so no future for that spin-off then.
Like, here's the thing. I don't think she regenerated.
No, I don't think Jenny
I don't think
can
she has
regenerate.
the capability.
I think it's been established many times, aside from in the TV movie, but I prefer to forget that little thing was mentioned. But it's been established many times, and this is like one of the only established pieces of canon that is consistent in Doctor Who, is that when you're part human and part Time Lord, you do not have the capacity for regeneration.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean,
Jenny,
she would have regenerated.
Yeah, she
It's
would
why I
have
don't
regenerated
like.
from dying.
It's why I do not like that line when the Doctor's like, "She was too much like me." I'm like, the fuck does that mean? She was too much like you. The fuck does that mean? Look, RTD or whoever the fuck wrote that shit story, can you please explain? That's why I don't.
Please explain.
That's why I would not like it if Maisie Williams' character turns out to be Jenny, because not once is it explained that she can regenerate.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope we see her again at some point. Still played by Georgia Moffat,
Obviously, yeah.
but yeah, I don't like this theory. Not at all.
Okay, next one, number 8, is River Song is represented through music in Series 7.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm intrigued.
We only saw River twice in Series 7, which is a surprise, given how she was around every corner in Series 6, brandishing guns and revealing secrets. But when the Doctor claimed, you're always here to me, and I always listen, in Series 7. Closer, the name of the Doctor. Was he talking metaphorically, or has Song been following him recently? Song of the musical kind to have replaced Song of the spoiler kind, though. It's been 4 times more prevalent in Series 7, from Carmen being played by Oswin to the specials Ghost Town playing in Rings of Arcaten. We've heard string, rudimental, Slade, and even Fantasia in F minor. Surely though Moffat would go to the thing about something. I don't know. I literally don't know what this theory is trying to say.
Yeah, no.
Okay, let's just move on from this.
Yeah, kind of weird. The list started off so promising at number 10.
Yeah.
Now it's just... Oh, fuck. I hate this fucking theory.
Angie's Queen Nefertiti.
No, Angie's an annoying cunt.
Remember those annoying kids that tagged along in Nightmare in Silver? Angie, the girl who seemed utterly unexcited to be on another planet, decided that one day she would be queen of the universe. Yeah, as if any king would put up with her attitude problems. Ancient Egypt isn't quite the universe, but what if she grew up to become the Queen Nefertiti that appeared in Dinosaurs on a Spaceships? No, Moffat's known for introducing characters that have childhood encounters with the Doctor, Clara, Amelia, and River, and it seems like there's more to tell about the Doctor and Nefertiti. How did he save her? How are they friends? Of course, it's somewhat 10 years till her late than ever characters that have been in the show, but it's certainly something that could be referenced in not like Jack being the face of her.
Fuck this theory.
I feel like that just comes from that line. And the fact that they're both POC.
There's a similar theory that says she's Liz 10 from Beast Below.
Neither of those make sense.
I know.
It's just coming
literally
from that
the
one
only
line
thing
and the
backing it up
POC.
is that
The fact that she
That's
said that
it.
she wants to be
Like,
queen of the universe.
how
and the fact
did she
that they're
get
both POC?
How did she get to Egypt in the first place, and how did she get onto Space Station UK or whatever the fuck it was called?
Just blah. That my
That's
god.
a shit theory.
We started off so promising.
So promising.
So promising. I thought
Have
this
a
was going to be so much mind-blowingness. The Lux Corporation, Sweetville, and Sardic Town are all connected.
Okay. Haven't
Okay.
heard this one before.
I'm kind of interesting.
Mm.
Interesting?
I'm kind of
I'm
interesting.
not very interesting at all, actually.
No, you're not.
It's not unusual for a writer to have a master plan in years in advance. Just look at the name of the Doctor. But subtler than those prophecies...
No.
But subtler than those prophecies, the Lux Corporation, Mrs. Gillyflower, and Elliot Sardic all have a lot in common. Well, firstly, all three stories featured a character called Abigail. This isn't the same Abigail, obviously, but enforces the idea of preserving people. Sardic Sr. and Jr. both preserved people in ice. Mrs. Gillyflower preserved people against the coming apocalypse, and the Luxes preserved Charlotte in the library. And all three could, or wanted, to control the atmosphere.
Mm.
Why Moffat would want to connect three seemingly unrelated enemies is beyond comprehension, but then so are a lot of his ideas before he ties the strings up.
Mark Gatiss wrote Crimson Horror.
Yeah, it is
so-
worth noting that however he had planned to write the Crimson Horror, but gave the task to
Oh,
Mark Gatiss,
Okay.
is due to time constraints. Will Moffat explain what's going on here? Is this purely coincidental?
I think it's just purely coincidental.
Hmm.
I don't really see anything behind that.
Number 5! Captain Jack was beheaded by headless monks. Here we go. One of the more straightforward theories that Doctor Who fans have come up with, Jack Harkness is rumoured to have been decapitated by the headless monks. It makes sense. Dorian was a 51st century man who knew time agents and dealt vortex manipulators, and Jack was a time agent from the 51st century. Somewhere along the line, Jack became a head, and the headless monks are known for making that sort of thing. So, the link between the Face of Blow, yes.
That's a porn parody.
The link between the Face of Bow and Jack was always blurry, but Moffat was the writer who introduced Jack, so why couldn't he be the one to behead him?
Debatable, mate.
What connects the idea further is the confirmation from John Barrowman that Jack was meant to be in A Good Man Goes to War, but couldn't get time off from filming Arrow. Maybe it's
Fucking Arrow! Now I'm pissed off at Arrow.
Maybe it's just as well. Jack would have probably made River jealous if he'd flirted with 11.
We got robbed of that.
Yeah.
Now I have disdain against Arrow. See, as far as I know, Jack never got beheaded on screen, so we don't really know what would have happened.
No.
I mean, he got blown to fucking smithereens and completely regenerated, so I assume he'd grow a new head.
Yeah.
But I guess the head would probably continue living. Would the head sprout another body? I don't know!
I don't know. We just don't know how Jack became the Face of Bow. Was that just the result
I'm
of
gonna assume
fucking
that. I like that
ridiculous
one.
amount of aging?
It would have been really cool to see if he was in there. Thanks, Arrow.
Yeah. If he was in there, I do feel like there would be a beheading scene with him.
Yeah, it would have been cool to see that.
Mm.
Like, really cool.
Obviously, he wouldn't be shown on screen being beheaded.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Well, Dorian didn't.
Yeah. So, anyway, let's move on to the next one.
Yeah.
If it'll let us. You gonna let us? Fucks.
Alright. Just continue.
Yep. Oh my god! Next button's not clicking. Pah! There we go. Is it gonna click? Are you gonna click now? You gonna click? You gonna click? You gonna click? It's not clicking. It's still not clicking. Oh my god, why is it being shit? Oh no!
Is it being a bitch?
The following page has become unresponsive.
No, fuck you, Paige.
You can wait for it to become responsive or kill it. I'ma kill it.
I'll kill it.
I'ma kill it.
Oh. Refresh.
Something went wrong.
But yeah, it would have been nice to see Jack get beheaded. Because, you know. Plus, there's also the fact that the Face of Bow dies.
Yeah. Damn it, Arrow. Number 4. The Doctor shares complicated ideas with us. There's a moment in school reunion where a bespectacled David Tennant says, "So, physics, 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 physics. I hope you're getting this down." And it's funny because there was nothing to write down. But what if there was? What if the Doctor was sharing deep secrets about the 11th dimension and time in the time vortex in his natural Gallifreyan tongue, but it only translated into physics when heard in our puny Earth language? It's the same principle with timey-wimey and spacey-wacy, catchphrases that have embedded themselves in the heart of who we all know the TARDIS translates. But if there's no word in the English language for it, perhaps it defaults to gibberish. Whilst this is probably untrue, it's a wonderful thought, nearly as wonderful as watching Blink in French and hearing a dubbed actor trying to pronounce wibbly-wobbly timey-wimey.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
the TARDIS even translates French. Oh my god, I need to see that. But yeah, that does sound like an interesting theory.
I've heard that before. I've even heard
this
he
is my
was
first
swearing. Like, I've heard that. I'm like,
That's another thing I've heard.
weird. Yeah. I mean, fair enough.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Still not as cool as stuff. Rory died the year he became a nurse. Ooh. There are no mistakes in Doctor Who. Everything's deliberate, right?
Oh, trust me.
If you believe that, you might just want to question what's gone on with Rory's timeline. Not happy with killing him an amazing 9 times? Rory really is a cat. It appears that the Moff planned his life more scrupulously than Amy's even. The first time the Doctor sees Rory, he takes a note of his badge, which claims he's been a nurse since 1990. Okay, we're never told exactly when the 11th hour is set, but assuming he's 30 by the Angels Take Manhattan in 1938, he lives for 52 years in New York with Amy. This would make him 82 when he dies in 1990. Is younger Rory the one that treats older Rory when he dies?
Sounds like Moffat.
There are discontinuities that throw the theory. Rory is clearly not old enough to have become a nurse in the 90s. If you judge the phones and laptops in 11th Hour, we don't know he was exactly 30 in Angels Take Manhattan either. All we have is talk of Amy getting wrinkles, but if it is true, it's spectacular foreshadowing from Moffat and team, and maybe Moffat's the alien, not Matt Smith.
Yeah, it can't be true because Amy was a child in 96. Rory was the same age, as far as I'm aware, as Amy, or very close because they were in the same school. So.
Yep. So, yeah, that one's...
Boom! Debunked.
That one's a little... Yeah.
Unless he became a nurse at the age of, I don't know, fucking what?
The Doctor's name is his timeline.
4.
Okay, that's interesting.
I think that is, that's the Doctor's name.
Only the Doctor and River know the name of the Doctor. But Clara, but she forgot it. As an aside, only River could have written that Time War book. She's the only one who'd write his name down in English, and plus she's an architect. It's her job to write about it. Let's just clarify the language of the Time Lords, though. Gallifreyan is an ancient tongue undecipherable to the TARDIS. She leaves it as it is. And we get that lovely curly writing that resembles the insides of a fob watch. You must have noticed that, right? Circular Gallifreyan is designed to look like the workings of a watch. The Time Lords literally ride in time, as well as walk in it. There's a rumour that the Doctor has every companion's name written in the latest TARDIS interior, and there's even a program for fans to download and write their own names in Gallifreyan. Facing facts, though, no one knows what any of it means. We only know that the Doctor doesn't like to tell anyone his name. What if the Doctor's ashamed of his name because it reveals everything he's ever done? Sure, his name is dangerous, but only because it opens his tomb. It's probably not a dangerous word. No one will ever reveal the Doctor's name, obviously, but it all points to time. He is a Time Lord, after all. That's interesting.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of like the physics one.
Yeah. Okay, let's hope number 1 is good. The Master and the Doctor
No.
are the same person.
Fuck off.
Okay.
The only thing that could have been more stupid is Adam is Davros. Because he's got a hole in his head.
That's got a blue LED in it. Back in the olden days, the Master was a plotter, a devious man with an evil plan, cold and calculating, like the Doctor himself can be sometimes. And when Russell T Davies resurrected the second most famous Time Lord of all, he became a madman. The Doctor, that is, not Dave. The Master, that is, not Davis. Or is it the Doctor? Blah, blah, blah. No, that is not Davis. Plagued by drums in his head and a psychotic need to control the universe, he was again parallel to the Doctor's post-Time War pain. What if they're both the same man? The theory, the wildest Doctor Who theory onto the internet, says the Doctor could one day regenerate into a new form and assume the Master's identity. What we'd have been watching all these years is not 2 Time Lords, but 1 Time Lords at different points in his own timeline. That's enough to send any Gallifreyan mad, surely, and it just so happens that the Master is unhinged. So much of it wouldn't make sense, but if Moffat ever gets sick of the show, it's certainly a way to end it with a bang. No, don't give him the idea!
Do not fucking do this.
Don't give him the idea!
Fuck this
This
theory.
is a stupid theory.
Yeah, fuck this.
Again, we started so promising.
We started so promising.
It was
and
so.
then it's,
It had
you know,
this list had so much potential.
I had a theory of my own I was going to bring up, but I just forgot it.
Oh shit!
Ah! Quick, temporal do-over.
See, was I giving off some really weird physics just then? Or?
Yeah. Wasn't my master timeline theory. Wasn't my doctor timeline theory. Because they are way too complicated to get into now.
You're gonna make a video about
probably
them
make
eventually?
a separate video eventually, yeah.
Right. Look forward to that.
Yeah. It's complicated. Yes! My Valiard theory.
Okay, go.
Okay. So, now the description given
We'll close this.
about... No, you could have just... Whatever. It's going to take ages to open up the internet again.
Oh, okay.
But, okay, so my theory goes...
Okay.
Now, the description given about the Valiard in Trial of a Time Lord
Mhm.
by the Master
Mhm.
is... He is a future incarnation of the Doctor that lies somewhere between his 12th and final incarnations.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so who is the 12th incarnation of the Doctor?
Capaldi.
No.
No. Tennant. Right.
And who
yes.
would be the final version of the Doctor before time was changed in Time of the Doctor?
11. Oh, I see we again.
Who would come in between those two?
The Metacrisis.
The Metacrisis Doctor. Now, what happens in Trial of a Time Lord is the Valiard is putting the Doctor on trial, or, the Doctor's on trial, the Valiard is, basically doing it, and he is, I think, it's been a while since I've seen Trial of the Time Lord, but I think the penalty is he's going to have all of the regeneration stripped from the Doctor.
Mm.
Why would he want to do this?
Because the Valiard himself can't regenerate.
Yeah. So, possibly something might have happened and he's angry that the Doctor left him there. I mean, he left him with Rose. That's enough to turn anyone crazy.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe something happened. He's upset that he was left to a human life, found it really boring, or just went crazy.
Well, in Power of Three, the Doctor does get really bored with regular human
exactly.
life.
So imagine being trapped there. So he goes crazy and leaves the dimension somehow. I mean, there is the deleted scene where he's given the piece to grow his own TARDIS.
Yep.
But I don't know. By somehow he leaves,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what happens there. He tries to go through the Doctor's timeline, but ends up on Gallifrey. Whenever
Assumes the identity of Valiard.
assumes the identity of the Valiard.
Yep.
Probably, you can look at it one of two ways. Either the Valiard is a really
not really old, but an older David Tennant, which, they don't look alike, or he somehow requires one regeneration enough to regenerate into a new form.
Right.
But then he wants revenge on the Doctor and wants his regenerations. Now, there are a few audios with the Valiard which might disprove this theory, but I just thought it'd be interesting to bring up.
Well, it's very interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely actually does make me want to go back and watch Trial of the Time Lord.
Trial of the Time Lord's brilliant.
Okay.
Go Colin Baker.
I might go watch it at some point.
It's fantastic.
But, yeah, I think that's pretty much it from us.
Yes. Short episode, I guess, in the
Yeah, shortish one.
grand scheme of things. We
So-
say that a lot, but really, they're not short.
They're not short at all. They're
They're not
short
short.
compared to each other, but they're not
Yeah.
short.
So let us know any theories you might have about Doctor Who or anything else, and we'll read
If you
them
want-
out.
If you want to approach us about, like, making a video or about a
Yeah,
certain theory
video
you might have
suggestions.
or something,
Yeah.
then go ahead and ask us individually or together.
All together.
Yeah.
Whatever. You
Yeah,
know what?
we're just strapped for content and we just fucking need shit
Yeah.
to do.
You know what?
Well,
We should probably do kind of like I don't know, the Doctor Master timeline next.
okay.
Because I have a lot to say about this theory, and it's kind of gets... I mean, the Doctor's one, it's more so just how old he was at each point he regenerated, and
Yep.
how long he was that Doctor for.
Right.
Because I think I'm just going to give a quick preview. Throughout the classic series, he says he's so many different ages. At one point, he says he's 450, which I think is the only time that a classic Doctor has said his age and he's been, telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And another time he says he's 750, another time he's 3,000, and it jumps all over the place. Basically, I think he just, for some reason, he just likes to say he's a certain age and then just mix it up the next time.
Yep.
Because, I guess, because the Doctor's an alien, so maybe he's all like, oh, maybe I should make myself seem older just to impress
Really, he's
the
only
companion.
32.
Yeah, just to impress my companions here, but he never actually realizes that he could just say any triple-digit number, and
Yep.
his companion would be impressed. I'll just like, whoa,
But
or they
you
just
know-
won't give a shit.
But, the doctor's an idiot, so...
Yeah, just say his real age, and then it's like, whoa, maybe that or something. But then I think it all turns around in the Time War, and he just kind of accepts his real age, and then from that point on, his using his real age. The only thing that would disprove my theory is the Doctor. It all falls apart around the time of the War Doctor, because I think the space between 8 and the War Doctor, but how old the War Doctor is as he goes through is nearly 200 years.
Right.
But I just put that down as, the potion aged him, or
Right.
ages him quicker, or something like that. I don't know! Leave me alone.
But it... that might be coming
Yeah.
next.
Might
Oh,
be,
yeah.
unless we come up with something better.
It'll come up next on here or over on his channel.
Yeah, so leave your comments.
Probably on his channel because I don't really know what I probably won't know what the fuck you're on about.
Yeah, no.
So, yeah.
Pretty straightforward. But, yeah. And it won't take
But you
long.
might
So
go-
bring your theories!
Bring
Of
your
whatever.
theories! Bring
I'm
all the
talking to
theories!
you here.
Bring my theories!
Yeah.
Bring all of the theories! I have
Just
so many
theories.
theories.
Yeah. Okay.
But there are just so many. I have so many theories, and there are just a couple that I want to save for my own videos. So I have I have to sort out all my theories and just be like, okay, so I'll take this one and use this for this video, and then make this one into a video on my own channel later.
Yes, guys. So leave your comments down below.
Yep.
And we'll read them out on the next podcast. And then
Like we do always now.
yeah, we do it
Ow.
now. And then leave your comments on the upcoming reaction video,
Ow.
which, yeah.
Because we'll be reading comments from this podcast and from
that
the
one.
next reaction
Yeah.
next
So
podcast.
leave your comments. What's happening on your channel this week, Tim?
Well, I'm halfway through editing the 10 things I'd like to see from the next Pokemon game video.
Yeah.
And I messaged Ryan earlier, and by message Ryan, or Phoenix Fire, by message Phoenix Fire, I mean I pretty much talked to him for about 5 minutes about it, and asked him when he would be available to film Drunk Power Rangers history. So probably that's getting filmed next weekend, if he's available.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Sweet.
And also this weekend is birthday shit's going on. That
Birthday
might be vlogging then, so
be
might
vlogging.
throw something together and stuff. Alright, what's going on your channel?
Nothing, as always. I don't know. I mean, at times I just feel like throwing a video up, and I'll throw a video up.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I recently ordered the new 8th Doctor figure. So, yeah. Expect a review of that when it hits. I mean, I also went to pre-order the 12th Doctor figure, but fucking it only ships within the UK, so that's really upsetting.
Damn.
I'm like, what the fuck? It's called Forbidden Planet International, and it says
Just ships within the
worldwide,
UK.
and it just ships within the UK. The 8th Doctor, no problem. Missy, no problem, but I guess the 12th Doctor. Okay, I just want to do a little mini rant here
Okay.
on the new 12th Doctor figures.
Go.
So there's 4 available versions.
Mm-hmm.
The white shirt version.
Yep.
The polka dot shirt version.
Yep.
The purple shirt version. And the black shirt version. Now, the white shirt version is accurate.
Yep.
The polka dot version, it's accurate, but the polka dots are a bit too big, but what can you do on that scale? The purple shirt version the shirt is like obviously purple. It's not like the color that it is in the episode. It is fucking bright purple.
Right.
And the black shirt, he never even wears a black shirt. What I don't understand, I don't know what the black shirt is trying to be, but why don't they just paint it blue and it's the Time Heist shirt? If they're trying to, I don't know, simulate the jumper he wore, that jumper I hate, but what's the point of it? Now, a lot of people saying the white shirt version he never wore. It's a blink and you'll miss it costume. At the beginning of The Caretaker, when they're on the sandy planet, he's not actually wearing a cardigan or a waistcoat or anything.
Right.
So they kind of got it on a loophole, where they could, it's accurate, it's in this episode, because they pulled the same shit with the 5th Doctor figure.
Yep.
He didn't have the celery on the lapel, and the loophole for that was in Castrovalva, he didn't have the celery on his lapel.
Right.
So they put the perfect loophole to save a bit of cash. So, really, those are my problems with the new 12th Doctor figures. I'm going to get all of them with the exception of the polka dot shirt, because you know how much I hate that fucking shirt.
Everyone knows how much you hate that fucking shirt.
I hate that fucking shirt to hell. Once I get the white shirt version, even though it is screen accurate, I'm still going to fucking put a cardigan on there somehow. Like, whether or not I sculpt it myself or...
Yep.
A lot of people just apply paint and it looks fine, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to repaint that purple shirt and I'm going to repaint the black shirt to be blue. So I don't understand why... I mean, they've got to make the figures anyway. Why not make them accurate?
Yeah.
It's like... Why bother then? Because, like... it kind of feels like they are trying to make lackluster figures just so people can stop buying the 5-inch figure range and they can say, look, it's not selling well. But, because I think it's pretty obvious they're trying to get rid of the 5-inch. The reason the 5-inch line died in the first place was because they were making so many unnecessary characters. Who the fuck would want Pete the Winder?
Who wouldn't want Pete the Winder?
Hawthorne. The only reason I have Pete the Winder is because I think Mum bought it for my birthday one time. I'm like, that's the only reason I have that fucker. Like, Pete the Winder, Uncle. Fucking, who would want these guys?
Who wouldn't want Uncle? He's
just,
a great character!
like, the Ganger Doctor.
Yeah!
You know, they just made so many fucking unnecessary
Like that
figures.
tub of flesh goo with just mismatched pieces of the 11th Doctor in it.
Those were weird. That's
That was
what?
fucked up.
It was like, and they were like $20 a pod. It's like, what the fuck?
And they're not even pieces that you can actually snap onto the
they're
figures.
just
They're
like-
just disembodied pieces.
Yeah.
It's like, what
It's
the
like,
fuck?
why?
They were like, like, that's the reason the 5-inch line died, is because you released so many ones no one wanted.
Fucking
And
character
now-
options.
Now they're like, yeah, okay, here are the figures, but they're like, kind of, I don't want to say crappy, because I love the Time of the Doctor set, but they're kind of cheap, because...
If they release a wooden Cyberman, I'm all over that.
They'd have to release the fucking actual one first.
Yeah.
I don't see them ever making the wooden Cybermen because
I-
it wasn't
I-
really well received
Yeah.
idea.
I would be so
Plus,
sad.
now that they're on a collector
But then
series-
again, they did make Uncle.
yeah. Well, no, that's the reason it died. They're being a lot safer now with
Yeah.
the ones they release. But this collector series, it's looking pretty good. I mean, the 4 Capaldis, that's, you know, they're fine. At least
four
we have
Capaldis.
them. At least we have them. They're releasing a Clara, but they've just repainted the Oswin figure.
Well, what?
So that's not screen accurate.
Well, that's shitty.
They could have made it screen accurate, because if they had, you know, painted the dress blue and then given it a green checker effect, it would have been the Name of the Doctor version.
Mm.
Instead, the dress is just purple, which does not match anything on screen.
Right.
So that's fucking stupid. Who else? The Curator they've made, and he comes with the Gallifrey Falls painting. Although I'm not going to get him just because I hate the Curator. I mean, that's the stupidest idea ever.
Mhm.
Even though my love for Tom Baker, like if it's cheap enough, yeah, maybe one day I might get it. But I don't ever see
Just for
myself
the sake
picking
of
it up.
having a Tom Baker.
Yeah. Well, I've got 4 of them
Well,
already.
just for the sake of having a modern Tom
Yeah.
Baker.
The 2 Missies, which is great, even though I'm only getting the smiling black outfit version and then customizing it.
Yep.
Because I don't have the money to be buying 2 Missies. Plus, I don't really want 2 Missies. I just need the one.
Yep.
One's more than enough. And the 8th Doctor, which I've seen a packaging shot of it in packaging, and it does not appear to have a War Doctor head. Which, why they even bother having the bandolier? Like, this could all be...
Is it at least removable?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, they could have edited the picture, because apparently the pictures they released were the 3 3/4-inch figure,
Ooh.
but photoshopped to include the articulation, because there's some articulation that doesn't carry through to the 3 3/4-inch range.
Right.
At least that's what I've heard. So maybe they've done something to the picture to remove that head and they're leaving it a surprise. But I don't want to have to get it and then realise there is a War Doctor head. I'm like, well, now I've got to go get another one to use this War Doctor head. Because, you know, I'm not going to have Paul.
Yeah.
So I'm never going to use that War Doctor head unless I have a new body for it. That's why I bought 2 of the Time of the Doctor set.
Yeah.
So I could have one Capaldi and one Matt Smith.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that. I had to go on a mini rant and then it just kind of branched off into a full-on
Just like, that was like
thing.
almost 10 minutes of you just
10 minutes
talking
of me
about
just-
figures.
I love figures.
Great.
I love talking about them. In case you guys can't tell. So yeah.
They can't, what are you talking about?
True. Alright, so we'll be seeing you for the reaction video to The Girl Who Died. That's
Yep.
the name.
If I make it for that.
Yes.
Yep.
Pointing.
I will try.
Damn right you will.
If I don't, then don't hate me, because, you know, Saturday's my birthday, so...
Well, Friday's your birthday.
What?
Isn't the day Friday and then you're just having the party Saturday? No?
Saturday is the 16th. Isn't it? Have I got my dates right?
I don't think you do. Well, let's see.
Well, it's Tuesday the 13th. Wednesday, Thursday, right? Oh, okay. Hang on. What? What?
He's
What? I'm so
confused.
confused. What? How did I get this wrong? Oh my god! It is the Friday. What? What? But anyway, don't hate me if I don't make it on don't hate me if I don't come up here on Saturday, because like I'll have been drinking and such. Fuck! I get that wrong?
do not
Honestly,
know.
how did I get my dates wrong?
And it's like your birthday too, so
It's like my fucking birthday as well.
even I knew.
Like,
That's how oblivious you are to the outside world and the mechanics of it and how it works.
fucking physics and quantum stuff. Time and
We can
space.
post do a drunk reaction to the episode.
No, because I'll have sobered up by the morning.
Drink more!
Anyway,
Yeah. So, we'll probably see you then. If this fuck sobers up.
if not, you'll see him then.
Yeah.
That'd be boring,
And Joel.
because it'll only be him and Joel.
Exactly. That's why you have to make it.
I will try again, jeez.
Yeah, jeez. Alright, guys, so we'll see you then. Until then, take care.
See ya.
Bye.